This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Ever since I dropped that video, Why Rollerblading Died, which I have to flex for a second that Moist Critical watched that on his Twitch.
That was well made.
I've fully become obsessed with rollerblading. I bought rollerblades, I've been watching tons of videos, but I noticed there was one problem. And that is that I couldn't find like a comprehensive list of all the big names of the best rollerbladers on earth. Just a warning, this is my opinion, an opinion of a guy who's only just started rollerblading. So bear that in mind, of who I think are the top 10 best rollerbladers on earth. So let's get it. So first off, we're gonna start with a guy called Damon Franklin. He's better known by his Instagram handle, AirDamonF, which I thought was pronounced Adamonf, like some French name or something like that, but I would say Damon is probably like on top of the game right now. He's killing Instagram, he's got like 116,000 followers, and he's very much representative of like the new generation of rollerblading. The thing I really love about Damon is he's kind of like got a parkour-y sort of style. I think that is probably why he stands out so much to me. He just has such clean flips. Like, he's so clearly confident in his flips. It's mad to watch. But you'll see him do stuff like dive kongs, and he can also do 360 dive kongs on rollerblade. It's mad to watch. I shouldn't really pick favorites on the top 10 list, but I can't lie, Damon is probably my favorite. So a bit of information on Damon. He's from California. He's sponsored by USD Skates. USD are like a very prestigious brand. When I was buying rollerblades, that was like the main company people recommended to buy. And I personally really want to see him do more with USD. He has a couple of videos on Intuition Skate Shop. They're really sick as well. But in all honesty, I just kind of want to see more of Damon. He's clearly like a super motivated guy, and I'd like to see a bit more about him. Number 2 is a British boy, and his name is Joe Atkinson. Joe is a 3-time world champion. He's insane in competitions, and he does very well in them. There's quite a bit of content of him out there, but to me, my favorite video of Joe is his Sydney video. It's just mind-blowing. Like this, just the first clip alone is so sick. Like the way he's covered all of that ground very quickly. And that's the thing about Joe, I just love how he looks at spots and he finds these like intricate lines. This clip as well, like, and the little vault he does, he jumps to a ledge and then vaults the wall. So sick. And I'd also say he's a very stylish rollerblader. Like the way he does stuff, it looks steezy. He always comes out with things looking really relaxed and in control. He's great to watch. And then we'll play the last clip, because the last clip is a banger. Oh no, this clip. Fuck, there's so much in this video. How do you do that? Like, what? Look at how thin that is. Massive. That must be so scary. And then the finale clip, the incredible grind. You've got to bear in mind as well the drop that there is there. So, you know, if he overcooks it, his wheel slips or anything, and he goes that way, it's not gonna be a happy day for him. So the video ends, and then it shows some outtakes, and then you can see he definitely works for these lines. So a little bit about Joe is that he's involved with this circus thing. I think they're called like Circus Flick Flack. And as well, Joe is probably most known for his very iconic video called Blue. It's like a modern classic. It's a video that a lot of people kind of herald as one of their favorite videos. Next on this list is an OG legend, and yet he's still around today, completely killing it. His name is Frankie Morales. Frankie Morales. There's an old clip of him, like an interview clip of him from like 1999.
I'm always skating like 24/7, you know? If I wasn't skating, I'll be probably in jail.
I don't know if you can hear that because the audio quality is so bad. He was basically saying, I'm always rollerblading, and if I weren't rollerblading, I'd be in jail. But like for me, as a newcomer to the sport, I recognize him as like the guy who always wears the beanie. He was actually a playable character in the old school aggressive inline game. He again is just such a steezy guy. Like he just looks good when he rollerblades. Damn. The stuff he does is of a very high skill level, like it's very difficult stuff. Frankie also has like forayed into music. He has some songs. They've actually got quite a few views.
I'm on my grind, yo. Check out my grind, yo.
It's like the rollerblading PK drilling.
Hocus pocus, hocus pocus, fam, I'm the hocus pocus.
And he owns his own company called, I don't want to do the accent, but it's called Gourds. It doesn't sound very good when a British person says it. It's really cool seeing like an OG of a sport who's stuck around since the rise and the fall of rollerblading, stick through it, and then go on to make his own company that's very successful. Before we go any further, today's video is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the #1 website building platform. Every time in past when I've needed to build a website, I've always opted for Squarespace simply because it's just so easy to use and very easy to make look good. I often found with a lot of website builders, their websites just didn't look very personalized. However, with Squarespace, they offer so many different templates you can choose from and fully customize them to suit your brand. On top of just looks, the functionality of Squarespace websites are amazing, with tons of additional features, such as things like email marketing, members only content, and e-commerce. So if you're wanting to take your business to the next level, be sure to head over to squarespace.com/JimmyTheGiant. And to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, use the code JimmyTheGiant. Anyway, back to the video. Number 4. I found out recently he's technically called Eugen Enin. I think a lot of people refer to him as Eugene. Like if you read that to me as an English person, that's Eugene. But Eugen is from Germany, and he originally started out with this crew called Borkland Zoo. And people often refer to Eugen as like sort of a skate ninja. He has this ninja-y style. Saying it doesn't sound like it makes sense, but when you watch it, you'll know what I mean. He kind of looks like a ninja when he skates. And that's in large part because Eugen loves Japanese culture. He's into his anime, manga, all that sort of stuff. And I love that in general when you see like an athlete from an extreme sport who clearly has like a taste in something else and they bring it to the sport. The video Ninja Levels, which is an incredible video, has 6 million views on Facebook. Damn. Just that first clip, man. He's so in control. It's like he's glued to the rail. Like, these are all very technical grinds. Like, the angle he's putting his foot at, very hard. No. So Eugen as well is sponsored by USD. He got Blader of the Year 2 years in a row in 2016 and 2017. And for the last 5 years has won nearly every video of the year. On top of just being an amazing rollerblader to watch, he is also a very successful rollerblader in competitions. Now next up is an old school legend, and his name is Chris Haffey. Haffey, yeah, that's alright. Haffey. So of all of the footage I've seen of Chris, the most standout video part, in my opinion, is his 4x4 leading the blind part. It's just an incredible video from start to finish, but Chris Haffey's part is just mind-blowing. It's just full of like big shit. There's a part of me that kind of wishes I was like, you know, teenager around this time. It'd have been so cool to have seen all this as it was happening. The way he runs on his rollerblades and gets power. I don't know, there's just something even about that I love. He really does have that like aggressive style. Chris Haffey, as I say, was an old school legend, so a lot of the old clips are like incredible to watch. But the boy never stopped sending it. He got picked up by Nitro Circus, and so that's what a lot of people know him for, because with Nitro Circus, they set up like these ridiculous sized ramps. So Chris can just have at it doing double flips and like crazy spins. The man is truly a sav. But he's a grown boy now, he's a family man, plays a lot of golf. In his heyday, he had an incredible competitive career. Wikipedia lists from 2002 to 2011, Chris won 21 competitions. And to be honest, I would love to make a full-length documentary on Chris, so if someone can get me in touch with him, help your boy out. So next on this list is another OG legend. There's a lot of OGs on this list. And his name is Brian Aragon. With a surname like that, you're obviously going to be a legend. So Brian's now retired, but in his heyday, he had a very strong competitive career as well. He's always been insane at like techie grinds. He'll casually do like 360s or 540s into grinds that are really high up. It's pretty impressive stuff. Prince Aragon. I would have leaned into that surname a bit more. Why did he put that edit there though? That edit kind of sucks. The way he ducks his head out of the way of that bit of concrete. I want to know what the lore is behind this video, because you see him burning this blood money thing. I want to know what that's all about. Brian, how's your knees holding up these days? I'm curious. And then here, he goes through into a car park, through like this bit. So we've done quite a few old school people. We've paid our respects. But I want to do something a bit more recent. So the next person on this list is Bobby SPASSOV. Now Bobby is like a steez god. Like he's the most stylish looking rollerblader I've ever seen. From like the way he dresses, the way he carries himself on rollerblades, and to like the creativity and ideas that he has. Now Bobby's from all the way over in Israel, and he has been around for quite some time. He started with vert skating. He done a year in prison around the age of 19. He had a very rough upbringing, and for a time he went a bit off the rails and he kind of left skating, and eventually he come back to it. And it's definitely been for the best. Like, Bobby has made a career for himself. He has his own rollerblade that Rosie's put out. It's called Domestic Punk, and it's like in purple. It kind of matches Bobby's like stylistic choosings. And you'll see what I mean when you look at the footage. It's always got this sort of purple, pink kind of tint to a lot of his clips. And he's clearly a very artistic person. It shows in his rollerblading. So Bobby is definitely my favorite for style, but you do see him do some big stuff as well sometimes. So cool. It's things like that, like most people would just not think of doing that. So sick. I just love the way he does the sliding like that, putting his blade down like in the middle step. Just it's little things, little details. It looks so sick. Oh, this clip here. Yeah, so the clip of the backflip, to me, I don't know if this is true. I should have probably asked him, but it almost looks like he's paying homage to that famous William Spencer clip. Next on this is a pair of brothers. I could put them separately, but I think they're better just to be talked about as two brothers. So they are the Yasutoku brothers. So the two brothers' first names are Aito and Takeshi. Between 1998, when they started like their competitive run, all the way to 2014, they've had tons of gold medals. In this period of like the late 90s to the early 2000s, these guys' names were everywhere. They were massive. If you were talking about the X Games, the Yasutoku brothers would come up. They're known for doing just like groundbreaking stuff on the vert ramp, with a ton of world's first and like signature moves. Aito did the twister double back, just the height they get as well. Jesus Christ, man. That is nuts. I can't get over that. Aito was also known for the 1080 California roll. This is just such a good looking trick. Damn. It looks so tidy. Takeshi did the 1080 McTwist. Jesus. And just look at how he lands. Like, there's no wobble, there's no moving side to side, it's just calm. Takeshi also did the double flat spin, but this is his first one, I think, back after an injury. You fully see him battling for this. Damn. That's crazy. I've never seen that flip outside of rollerblading. And then Takeshi also has the double Viking flip. There it is. Damn. The double Viking looks so sick because he kind of like pushes forward and it gives him this extra bit of whip. So number 9 on this list is Neil Janssens. Probably Neil Janssens, I don't know. But Nils is a rollerblader who is sponsored by Rosie's. He came out of Latvia, and to this date, like his whole professional career, he has over 100 national and international podium placements. As well, he's had 4 signature skate models. As well, like stuff like that I really love. Just the really fast kind of grinds. He's not even at like very typical looking spots. Boy's got flips, he's got big airs, big grinds, and techie creative stuff. He's got just so much on point. I wish I knew the names of some of these tricks, man. So that was a video from 2011, but there's still new videos. So this one come out in 2021. It's called Storm. Straight out of the gate with some fire. I really love his signature skate, like the blue and the red one. It looks so nice. This grind is insane. I think this one did quite well on Instagram. But this, yeah, it's nuts. You can't make a top 10 list on rollerblading and not talk about Eric Perkett. Now, Eric is like just this OG, like iconic OG, known for taking insane drops. He holds the unofficial world record for the biggest gap ever done, and that was the 12 flat 12. It's so mad when you watch Eric's old videos, like the stuff he done, how clearly mental he was, and now he's like a family man. Like, I respect it, but you know, it's just kind of crazy to, you know, you see someone like that growing up. You don't expect them to end up as like, you know, a family man. And I listened to a podcast where he was sort of talking about his life. And it's awesome just to see that he's happy and he's come out of the end of this career. But my God, in his day, was he a good rollerblader? If I'm not mistaken, I don't think he ever had a professional skate model made, which is kind of messed up because he was literally one of the best rollerbladers ever. Damn, look how quick he goes. I think that's half of his skill. He was so good at like fully sprinting in rollerblades. He loves a car skitched. What do they call it? Eric was one of the few people that went for this gap called the Leap of Faith. The Leap of Faith, I'm not sure if it ever got done, but it was an 18-foot drop on rollerblades over like a slanted rail. Apparently the run-up wasn't ideal. This is Eric trying it. Oh, it just looks nasty. I love the like super aggressive style. Damn. My word. Massive. Same question to you, Eric. How are your knees now? I really do want to know what toll this has on people's bodies. All right, that's my top 10 Rolly boys. If you think I missed anyone, comment below. Tell me as well who your favorite is. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I've started Twitch streaming every Monday at 6 PM UK time, so come join. You can support the channel by picking something up on jimmythegiant.co.uk, donating to me on Patreon, or using the sponsor link below. Peace.